I wanted to know if there was any accessibility features in Linux, because I know Zoom text and JAWS are not compatible with Linux.
Well, he would be the man to answer that question. Well, he would be the man to answer that question. And somebody's got their YouTube running.
Yeah, I got mine running, but it's turned down.
Yeah, it's probably Greg. He stepped away.
Josh, you're not going to Linux, are you?
I heard you guys talking about me.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb and say you forgot to mute YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get started now that we're up and running. I think we're actually.
I can't go with Linux Clip because my accessibility software that I use is not compatible with Linux. It's only compatible with Windows.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen when Windows 11 comes out. I'm going to use 10 until it's time, though.
Well, all my software is compatible with Windows 11, so I don't have to worry about it.
And who knows, I might use it a little while after the support ends.
You know, hopefully by 2025, whatever bugs are still are around, they'll get worked out and everybody will be happy. So, good evening to Greg. Good evening to Chris. Good evening to Josh. Good to see you gentlemen there.
Now we the first one in the chat room tonight.
Yeah, I seen that. Let's see if this one shows up over on. That's pretty good. I dissected some things today and shut my system down. I think I found why my screens keep blinking out there. One of my cords has actually not got a good connection. I just barely wiggle it and it pops out. So tomorrow I will have to get into my box of cords and get me a new cord.
Yeah, I had to do that last night.
Do what, Josh?
I had to do that last night because I was looking for that cord for my charger and I left it down my aunt's house. So.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit more needed than what I need. I just need a power cord. I mean, it works. I got 4 monitors working right now. It's just if I bump the one monitor that's got the loose thing, I always bump it the way that makes it go out, and it's the craziest thing I've ever seen. So I did get a few things accomplished today. Got a little bit of cable management that nobody can see anyway done. I just didn't like the way it looked. I'm skimming through chat right now. B.H. Stringer says, I asked several billionaires, what's the secret to your success? And they all said the same thing. How'd you get in my mansion? That's a good one.
Earlier tonight when Greg was on with me, I was playing with the settings in my monitor. I finally figured out how to mute my volume on the monitor. Now I gotta figure out how to turn the brightness down on the monitor because the brightness is all the way up to about 70%.
You got your computer hooked back up?
Yeah.
They give you the internet back?
No.
I just wondered.
But usually when I set up a monitor, I turn it down to about 50.
So I never understood something. What was the reason for you packing that computer up?
Just to show them that I was pissed off, but it didn't really do anything.
Okay.
Didn't really help the situation. Didn't
Yeah,
really
they probably didn't even really notice that you boxed it up, Josh. They could care less. But
Hi.
hi, Mike. Hi,
Hey,
Mimi.
Hello.
Hello.
Alex, boy, you better get your glasses checked, Josh. That's Mike and Mimi. There's Alex. There's Rick.
Hi, Schwab.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking now up on YouTube.
just to warn you guys got
Hey,
me
Rick.
here for a very short time. I'm doing laundry and got my clothes in the dryer, so stay about 20 minutes.
You trying to
That
catch
looks
everything
pretty
up
good.
at once, are you?
That lighting's pretty good right there, isn't it?
Do what, Chris? Yeah, it's not bad.
My lighting's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not too bad at all.
Yeah, to get my towels done and
Your power's out, Chris.
no, I just saying I was sitting in the dark with the webcam on. May as well not have the camera on if I'm going to be sitting in the dark. But I turned this little lamp on and it seems to be pretty good.
We have royalty in the house tonight. B.H. Ringer joins us.
Hey, BA.
Evening.
Hello.
Hey.
Good to see you.
Hey, Mike. Hey, Rick.
Hello.
How you been?
Not too bad. A little tired, piled wood tonight.
Ooh, getting ready for the winter?
Oh, yes.
Never too early, is it?
Summertime is preparation for winter time.
Yeah, I remember days of living up north and having to, about
I'm
this
gonna
time of
move-
year, get ready for winter. Start cutting wood, splitting wood. And
Yeah,
our
we-
summers were usually pretty busy doing that.
Yeah, we drove by a wood pile tonight. Mrs. K seen it, and she says, "I wonder what that's for." I said, "A fire."
We
That's
never-
not the
I
best
never
one of the
could it.
day, though.
never cut it down with a, never cut wood with an axe, but I've helped cut it with a log splitter. Yeah, my dad was too cheap to get a log splitter, so we had to do everything by hand with an axe.
Oh,
And I wonder why I have back problems nowadays. Swinging an axe when you're 12, 13 years old. And then picking up the axe and the piece of wood, slamming it back down, hoping to get the axe to go down a little further, picking it up again and slamming it back down, and then it splits.
That brings back memories.
I remember my dad's coaching me in the back, say, yeah, on the next one, Rick, you'll get it just one more time. Like, wham! Like, yeah, just one more hit. Like, yeah, the third one usually got it. But, oh my God. Behind my house was owned by a college. And we used to be able to just go back there anytime we wanted to. But now it's private land, it's somebody else's land. And but we used to go cut wood trees way back in the swamp.
So the funniest thing that Mrs. K said today is we were sitting stopped at a stoplight, and we could hear some sirens. So I looked in front, didn't see anything. I looked to the left and right, didn't see anything. Looked in the mirrors and didn't see anything. So we both heard the sirens, so we knew there was something going on. And all of a sudden, Mrs. K goes, "Oh yeah, there's a dead person that went by." I said, "What?" And she goes, "You know, it was in that one car. It's a dead person." I'm like, "What?" She's talking about a hearse. It was a funeral procession. And I just happened to be on the phone with Tony Wallow at the time, and we laughed over that so hard. Dead person going by, driving a car. So we show rain right now outside with a 70% chance of rain overnight and 90% for tomorrow. So, Greg, you could have some of our rain if you'd like it.
I wished.
And we got a real good storm earlier tonight.
Power flickered for just a little bit, for just a second.
I still
over
look purple.
here.
Doggone it. Got to figure out what's going on. Earlier today, I looked red. My face was all flush, and I looked red like something was going on.
Yeah,
All right, let's figure out if I change the screen color, if that fixes it. Let me see
I
something.
see
here.
some storms moving into Indianapolis.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Jim.
Yeah, I'm sure there is.
how's your mom and dad doing, Alex?
They're they're fine. We thought the kids had one of the kids had gotten one of the nephews had gotten COVID, but their mom took them both of them to get tested, and neither one of them do. So we're good.
That's good. All right, Jim.
You know you're supposed to do it twice, don't you, Alex?
What test for?
Yeah, within 24 hours you have to have a normal test.
If it don't
That's
show
right.
up first time.
I changed my
Well, see-
background screen to white, and I still look pink and purple in this doggone thing. I don't know what's going on. Hold on, let me check my
not sure.
pulse.
I'm not sure what kind of test she got them tested with. My sister got them tested.
I need
with,
quiet. I'm
but-
checking my pulse here. I got to be able to hear my pulse. Be still a second. Okay.
I couldn't hear it.
Oh, I did. Wait a minute. Let me
Oh.
double check it. Yep, right there it is. I beating away.
Jim, did you get my email?
Nobody caught the fact that was on my forehead. And you're supposed to check it on. Do not change your physical.
On your wrist.
No, it's the Zoom settings that's off, Jose. Not OBS. Zoom is where I look funny. I look okay on YouTube. I'm just looking purple on here. Is there color settings in here? Let me bring up the technical issues screen for a second. Bring up settings. Go over here to settings. Go back to this. Nope, I don't see color. Boy, I sure look pink there, though. Good Lord. Could it be the camera? It could be.
I hope you get your phone fixed tomorrow, Josh, since you're going to be home all day.
You know what? I'm gonna call them both thing in the morning. Cause it's getting absolutely ridiculous. This is not the first time this has happened.
Yes, I got your email.
Oh, good. I didn't know if you
be
got it or
able.
not.
You should qualify for the free government assistance program I'm on. I just pay for the phone, and the service is completely free, at least until I get a job, and then I have to switch it over to a paid service.
Yeah, I used to be a part of that when my mom was alive. And you only get like 250 minutes a month.
Not anymore. Since COVID, they made it completely unlimited talk, completely unlimited text, completely unlimited data on the phone itself, plus 10 gigs of hotspot. But that's a little bit different as far as how much data you get, depending on what state you live in. But yeah, they pretty much took all those restrictions away since COVID.
Huh.
Are they gonna keep it like that? I guess so, because it hadn't gone away.
Well,
Yeah,
I
it's a
don't
little
think
bit.
I don't think COVID going away anytime soon.
Nope.
My mom and I were talking the other day, and I just got over this COVID, but my next booster shot or next shot that I get isn't for another 4 or 5 months. So your shot thing is kind of getting weak. So he said you just got to be careful who you're around and just be careful.
Yep.
Yeah, like I was telling Kim the other night, one of my friends who I'm giving that HP to, they got COVID.
Well,
So I
Kim,
think
what-
Alex wants to share some news
yeah.
that he had from earlier today. Go ahead, Alex. While I'm trying to
It
make
wanted
an
me to
adjustment.
bring this up, but just
I'm sure
just
blame it on me.
just for pre-knowledge, I've already declined this offer, but I had a woman call me today and ask me about doing I guess it's what you call like a wireless sales associate, or It's a business that operates out of Walmart, but it's not actually part of Walmart. Like you said at a table, and you're one of those people that people walk in Walmart, they see you have a table set up, and you try to get them to come over, so you can try to get them to buy to like a prepaid or postpaid cell phone plan, but it's not a they don't sign people up for contracts. It's just
It's
and so
my mind's
I
on what
after
Walmart.
talking to my parents about it, we decided that it wasn't a good idea, and it's really not what I want to get into, because there appears to be no technical support there whatsoever. So it would just
Yeah.
be
What about being like a Walmart griever?
no.
You wouldn't want to do that?
If I wanted to do that, I wouldn't need to spend 8 years in college to do that.
Yeah.
Hi,
I
John.
don't think they have Walmart greeters anymore, and if they do, I haven't
They
seen
do
one.
here. They have them pulling double duty of not only greeting the people but checking receipts as they go out the door.
Thanks.
They probably have baggers for Walmart too.
They don't have baggers at Walmart.
Some do, some don't.
Have you seen some with baggers?
Oh yeah, yeah. They're like everybody else. They're stretched thin, so they bounce them all over the place.
That's because
So I wanted to
Walmart
show BH
Walmart
Ringer
has
my
taken out all
doppelganger.
It's because Walmart has taken out all the cash registers and put in all the self checkouts.
That is not me.
Find a cashier.
Who is it?
Oh no, Alex sent this to me yesterday.
It's some guy posted that was on one of our local Arkansas Facebook groups.
That's even worse. Now I know he's in Arkansas.
Selling his automotive services.
I hope he don't. I hope he don't.
Business.
What you gonna do if he just happens to run across this video?
Well, I hope he doesn't knock on my door. So, Jim, how many views have you gotten so far?
That's a very good question. Let me go take a look.
Pour the laugh back on.
Tony says, criminal look.
I started watching it
Oh.
and then I got busy around here.
Was that Straight Talk, Alex?
No, it's not a cell phone company. It's a company called I think it's called premiumretail.com, I think is the website. That's all they do is they sell like cell phone plans and stuff to do with cell phones inside of Walmart. That's all they.
Yeah, 27's not bad. Actually, it says 31 here on this one. Okay.
You just did it earlier this evening, right?
Well, yeah, I did it this afternoon and only posted. I uploaded it and had it go live at 8 o'clock.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got a notification on my phone while I was at dinner with Mrs. K, but I never got a notification on the computer, but I've got it queued up, ready to go. I'll watch it later.
Oh, I see what they do, Alex.
Well, Mrs. K and I were talking about it at dinner, and she was like, "Oh yeah, that's a good job. He'll make a lot of money." I'm like, "Really? Think how many times people ask us if we want to buy a cell phone. We're in Walmart. What do we tell them? Got one. Thanks a lot. You know."
So,
So
the way she talked, it was.
Okay.
I was going to have to try to rope him into the person. Talking about the person that called me today. I was going to have to try to rope him in and try to explain to them why the plan I'm selling them is better than the plan that they've already got, or why the phone that I'm trying to sell them is better than the phone that they already have.
good choice of words. Rope him in.
So I left her a voicemail about 5 o'clock and a text message and said, I'm not interested. Thank you.
So you'll be selling different things. It says, well, you would be if you took it.
Well,
Probably wouldn't get no commission off of it.
On my Fortnite video from Saturday or whatever day it was, that was now the most popular video on my channel. It got 119 views.
That's pretty good. Greg's got you beat though with his napping video. You've got a long ways to go to catch up.
Right.
Somebody one time told me I should go to. It's been a while ago. They said you should work at Office Max or somewhere selling computers. I said, you know what? I wouldn't feel right about. I'm an honest person, and if they see a HP computer, if they say that a good computer, I could not honestly say yes.
yeah,
I would feel bad if I lied.
yeah, I tried to put in a job application for Best Buy, but that's honestly the one I'm glad I didn't get is.
Yeah, you don't want to work for the Geek Squad. At least not for the ones around here. You go in and ask them a simple question, and they tell you, "Can we get back to you that in a few days?" Like, don't you have the answer now? No, but forget it.
Yeah, I came that close to Geek Squad.
How close? That close? Well, that close. Okay. That's not close enough. What prevented you from taking it? Them or you?
Oh, it was them.
Okay.
It was them, which in the long run wound up being the right decision.
Sure.
He was too smart for him.
So you guys have all seen my golf videos at one point in time or another.
Yeah.
Wait till you see the one coming up on.
I've always been afraid of if I do technical support over the phone or in person and I'm basically told I have to follow a script. I'd be too afraid that I'd be fired.
Possibly the 16th of September, for sure on the 30th of September. I think you will be entertained and amused.
Suddenly I'm in the movie Gladiator. Are you not entertained?
Oh, this will be entertaining, and I will wager a small bet that I can't play what I have planned to do. I can't play any worse than I play now. And there's only really one hole that I'm concerned about. The rest of them, not even worried about them. Anyone want to take a wild guess of what my plan is? Two of us got it. One of us can't contain his laughter.
I'd say playing Fortnite with Joshy.
Golfing, playing Fortnite with Joshy. No. There's no. I have no. Let me get my criminal face off there. I have no inkling whatsoever to learn Fortnite.
And Doug
None.
seems to think you do.
It doesn't appeal to me. I would rather go find some other editing program that's impossible to learn. Oh wait, Blender. I already have that. Never mind.
To be completely honest with you, it didn't meant for me either until PA Winner said something about it. But now, them Doug's coaching me, and it's got like 119 views on my channel. I know what I'll be playing.
You're getting better at it. I'm just saying it would take a very shiny coin for someone to teach me how to play Fortnite. And I do mean very shiny. I'm going to give you guys a hint on the golf one I'm going to do. I'm going to use one club and one club only for the entire course.
I thought you were saying on the 16th and 30th you were going to play the guitar and sing.
In space? Like
Yeah.
Major Tom?
Yeah.
No.
Ah, darn it.
And now that I think about it, I may split it into the first 9 with one club and the second 9 with a different club. Again, I can't play any worse than I play now. And in some respect, I might play better.
Did they launch that space shuttle today?
No, Friday, I think, is their target date now.
What's the time?
I think I heard Friday.
I wonder if I could see that on a flight radar.
Yeah, that'll be the one that's moving like this, Chris.
Yeah, I see it for a half second.
Yeah, if that.
You still might pick it up, though. I mean,
yeah, you'll know they're in trouble if you see it launch and it goes, because something's clearly wrong with that rocket.
So NASA has their own set, Chris.
so I guess that was kind of a dumb question then.
No, you might be able to see it. I mean, I don't know. You might be able to walk out your. What are you? North, west of Florida, or north?
I would probably be 200 miles from it.
Oh, you'll be able to see it. That's a big rocket. Just go out there in your yard, get you a lawn chair, get you a mint julep, have Max at your side. Look at him. He's like, is he serious?
I got off of YouTube because I got
I'm looking to see exactly Port Canaveral. I say Fort. Why did I say Fort?
Don't know.
Cape Canaveral, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
So, I mean,
actually 310 miles as the crow flies.
Ooh, now that puts the distance. If it's 200 miles or less, you had a chance to see it. 310 miles, let me do some. No, you won't be able to see it. You're stuck to the radar. So no feedback on the golf coming up with the 2 clubs?
So you're doing mini putt?
You're kind of on the right track, yeah. I think the first 9 I'll use the putter and the putter only, and the hole that has the lake in front of it's the only one I'm concerned about. And then the last 9 I'm thinking about using maybe a hybrid, maybe the 4-iron, because the 4-iron's really flat. It's damn near like a putter. But I seen a video the other day. Some guy played an 864-yard par 6 hole, and he did it in 7. Now, I don't think he did it legitimately in 7 because supposedly with a putter, he hit it over 2 lakes. And I can put the ball in the air with the putter, but not over no dome lake. I cannot do that, and I know that. You just pop the ball is what you do, and you just pop it up. But over, yeah, I'll use the Big Bertha. There you go, Tony. Use a driver the entire course. I think putting would be a little rough. But it just got me thinking, I can't play no worse than I've been playing, so I'll give it a shot, see what happens.
I called it Port Canaveral because that's where we left on a cruise to go to Bahamas.
Oh, okay. It is Cape Canaveral, though, right?
Yeah, it is Cape Canaveral.
We were watching a little bit of The Weakest Link when we got home a while ago, and man, there's some dumb people on that show. Tonight was the final for American Ninja Warrior, and they had 5 people that made it to the final stage. And they got to climb a rope. I think it's 80 feet in 30 seconds. Nobody made it. Just amazes me the agility and the strength that those people have. Well, they're kids, they're not people. About the only one thing I really watch on NBC. And I seen the commercial for the remake of Quantum Leap. Jim, are you a Quantum Leap fan?
I've never seen it.
Really? Well, it's
No,
coming back.
I know it's coming back, but I've not seen the original.
Well, the promo I seen tonight for the remake of it didn't look too enticing for me to want to watch it.
You'll pardon me if I'm not surprised.
Well, I can't think of any remakes that really are better than the originals. I'm thinking.
I was gonna try out for American Ninja Warrior, but I fell asleep.
So why is my computer running, the fan running fast?
They've had a couple people in their 70s actually on that show. They don't go very far, but I'll give them some credit because I don't think I could complete the first obstacle. And the first obstacle is nothing more than running across 5 things that are spaced about a foot apart, and then you reach up and try to grab a rope and swing across a little bit of water. And I honestly don't think I could do that. And I still have enough brain matter to know I'm not even going to try it.
Piece of cake. I ran 2.5 miles today.
Not me.
I might have biked that far today, but I don't think I could run that far.
Oh, we have thunderstorms. I could lose power tonight. I used to do a parody of it when we lived in Vegas. I don't know where those videos are at, but I could reach up and grab the board across the garage, and I'd grab it with my fingertips, and I'd go, "Here on Senior Citizen Warrior, this is what you do," and I'd screw around with it. Mrs. K thought it was funny, so again, my sole purpose in life is to make her happy. She got a good one today, though, with the death car. That was pretty good. Curse. Good Lord.
All right, I hate to cut this short, but I got my laundry I gotta tend to. And
I
get
fully
done.
understand. I was doing housework earlier tonight when you texted me. Have fun.
All right, later, guys.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
Bye.
Lawn dog, boy, you're running late. I'm not so sure it's a good idea or any physical stress less. Just if you had the jab. Do you know how many people are athletes done some exercise and then within 40? Wow, that's some good thunder right there. I don't know if you guys could hear that or not.
No.
I sure hope I don't lose power. I'm not prepared for it tonight. Did you hear about Mike Tyson? No.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson was found in an airport? I did not know that. Of course, Mike Tyson wasn't real. Couldn't really understand Mike Tyson before. I don't know that. Is there video of that somewhere, Long Dog? Just wondering. So, how many people tuned into Daily Da Vinci today?
I was sleeping.
What'd you think of the opening?
I don't know. I have to go back and watch it.
Well, BH is the only one that raised his hand. So I was asking him what he thought of the opening.
Oh, it sucked.
I'll change it. Any suggestions?
Okay.
Any suggestions?
No, it's fine.
I'm usually going to get lunch at that time, so that's.
I pieced that together actually this morning while watching Doug play Fortnite. I had him running on one monitor just as a distraction, and I was messing around with it. And then tomorrow I'm going to explain a little bit of more of Fusion and how the nodes work and what the lines represent. Lines are nothing more than you take something from over here and you draw a line, or it draws a line and puts it over here. That's all it is. Because that ain't going to go from there to there by itself.
Sorry, I'll be sleeping.
No, you're going to be there tomorrow night or tomorrow afternoon. I know. You will be there. Greg, I want you to look into your screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Hold still. I mean, hang on. I want you to watch the pen. You're getting. Well, let me take that hypnotic suggestion back.
Alan,
Yes.
Oh, that was good.
as long as I'm on Wi-Fi, you can text me. But when I'm not on Wi-Fi, you can't text me.
Yeah, I don't understand how that works. How is your phone functioning if your carrier isn't providing the signal?
Wi-Fi calling.
It's going over the Wi-Fi signal.
No, that's not true because I tried to call you and it said the person that you're trying to call cannot accept
No,
call at this
you
time.
don't listen to me. You don't call me. You text me. If
Well,
you
my
want,
phone
if
has
you
a
want,
So
my phone has a little handy dandy feature called Wi-Fi calling. Next to where you turn the Wi-Fi on and off, it has a little handy feature called Wi-Fi calling. If I want to call over Wi-Fi using my real cell phone number, which I don't because nobody has that number, I can turn that on and it will.
So your Wi-Fi company could seriously shut your phone off, but you can still use the messenger using Wi-Fi?
yeah,
I did not know that.
Okay, yesterday at church, a friend of mine was telling me that their lights went off Saturday night. They was all pretty late, and she said that
I prove with you.
she said that she couldn't get no cell phone signal. Everything it went out, and she usually gets a good cell phone. Well, they used to didn't, but now they've been getting a good cell phone signal. She was under the impression that the router, the internet, and all that being down is why our cell phone signal was no signal. I don't know about that. I didn't say nothing to her, but
No.
She got cellular data?
yeah,
That's probably what it was.
I don't know exactly why, unless it's possible the tower might.
People associate. That's the problem with Wi-Fi. That's the problem with the term Wi-Fi these days. People associate any kind of internet connection these days with the term Wi-Fi. Anything something don't work, no matter what technology it is or what terminology that it is technically, people say it's Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I didn't say nothing because I didn't want to confuse her or nothing, but
Alex, did you get my text?
it's possible a tower was down because I
No.
storms. I don't
I
even know
haven't got
where
nothing. I haven't got nothing from you, Josh.
You better got something because I texted you.
No, I didn't get it.
So if your router goes out,
Josh, the feature that you're using to text, you have an iPhone, right?
Right.
So the feature you're using to text, does that feature use your number, use your cell phone number? Because if it
Probably.
doesn't, well, it doesn't, and I can guarantee, I know it doesn't. You know why? Because if you were using your cell phone number, I would have gotten the text, but I never got the text because you can't send text via your number because T-Mobile has stopped your service. So that
you would
the
use.
And how am I texting my friends that have iPhone?
because your friends have iPhones and you have iPhone.
Is it going through Messenger?
No,
so
it's
he can
going
text
through-
he can
it's
text
going
iPhone to
through-
iPhone, but he can't text iPhone to Android?
Correct. He can. You can use. You can
Yeah, that's
use
what I say,
Apple.
Chris. So
I'm
is this an Android problem or an
No,
iPhone problem?
No. He's using the Apple iMessages, which is the default text messaging app on Apple. But when he doesn't have a cell phone signal, it doesn't use his number to send the text messages. It uses the Apple iMessage system.
long as he
So
has
that's
Wi-Fi.
the reason why I can't receive his messages because I don't have, at least on my phone, I might put on my tablet, but I don't have on my iPad, but I don't have an Apple phone.
Question. How's he sending messages on the messenger then?
And I don't have my notifications turned on for any of my Apple apps like other than FaceTime. That's probably the reason why.
So I'll restate my question. How is he able to send messengers on the Facebook Messenger then? Is that
Because
strictly
he's connected
iPhone to iPhone too?
Because he's connected to Wi-Fi on the Facebook. He's connected to Wi-Fi on his phone. The Facebook Messenger works over Wi-Fi, and so does the iMessage app if it does not have a cellular data connection. If it does not have a cellular connection.
They
I
can.
never knew that.
Yes, Jim.
It's
No,
time.
Leave it over there now.
It's time.
Yeah, it is.
Well, now you know that.
So I could call my phone company tomorrow, shut my phone off, and I could still send messages and use the messenger and Facebook.
Over Wi-Fi.
Yes.
Yeah,
Over
over
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi. You sure you can?
Over Wi-Fi, yeah.
Oh, I'll be right
Josh,
back.
I just opened up my iMessages on my tab on my iPad, and guess what I got? A message from but
You got a message from Butt. I didn't know you knew somebody by that name.
A message from Josh from his JKD9 or whatever Gmail, but it's from July 14th.
So, has anyone seen the movie The Taking of Pelham 123?
The original or the remake?
There's a remake?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is the remake got John Travolta in it?
No, Olivia.
Yeah, and Denzel Washington.
Okay, that's the remake.
That's the remake. Yes.
I didn't know that. Okay, the Denzel John Travolta version. Have you seen that?
No.
Oh. Well,
I've
him
seen
saying butt made me think of a line from in
So
there.
there was an earlier one?
That's what I'm saying, Jeff. There was an earlier one?
Walter
I remember the Denzel
Walter
Washington one.
Matthau. Walter Matthau.
Okay.
Really?
Yes.
I must have led a sheltered life.
Walter was he was in Dennis the Menace.
So was Walter the bad guy or the good guy? Was he the dispatcher?
Yes.
Huh.
Yeah. You do an IMDb search on Taking of Pelham 123. There's going to be 2 of them listed.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Let me interrupt you guys with a dumb question here. Can't you do Facebook Messenger and all that crap over data on your phone?
Yes.
You can.
Okay.
But he don't have data right now because his cell phone carrier shut him off.
Who doesn't? Josh?
Yes. I saw Olivia sneak
And
by.
they shut it down. It shuts down the phone.
Yep.
It shuts down phone calls. Text
She
messages.
just got here.
Hi, Olivia.
Bye. Hi.
Hi.
He said hi.
Huh?
He said hi. He didn't say bye.
Yes, Walter Matthau. Now that's a name I haven't heard in a long time too.
Well,
Was he not in The Odd Couple with Tony Randall?
Yep.
He was in the original movie. He was in the original movie.
Grumpy Old Men and Grumpier Old Men.
Yes, I did.
Okay. Now, believe it not, work came because it's going from iPad to iPad. But what Alex is saying, as long as it's going from iPad to iPad or iPhone to iPhone, it's working. But the minute I
So it don't work. It don't work if you send me something. It don't work if you send me something through the iMessages on your iPhone. It won't go from iPhone to iPad, but it'll go from iPad to iPad.
Right.
But it won't go from iPhone to iPad over Wi-Fi?
Right.
Oh, that'd be
That's
interesting
the
news to me.
I would not understand why that wouldn't work.
It works. It works because I get text messages on my iPad and my phone.
It works between iPhones and Android. If you go to Duo,
It has something to do with iCloud, don't
it? By the way, Ken, just for information, The Odd Couple, the movie, Jack Lemmon, Walter Matthau. Odd Couple, the series, Tony Randall, Jack Klugman.
Oh, Klugman. Okay. Klugman.
Yeah.
We have a severe thunderstorm.
Apparently, there's a third one,
A
fourth
third.
one, fifth one.
They redid the series, The Odd Couple,
Yeah.
and that was with.
Is that the one with Matthew Perry?
Matthew Perry, yes, thank you.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
let me ask you something, Josh. Am I the only person that you regularly communicate with that does not have an iPhone?
Yeah.
Well, who the hell am I? You text me every day.
Ken, you have an iPhone.
Hold
You
on.
have an
I'm going to
iPhone.
solve
Yeah,
this
who
problem
doesn't have an
real
iPhone?
quick. I got the answer to this problem. There, that problem solved.
Well, how about that? For a change, it wasn't Alex.
Oh, it was close.
Yeah, well, I if it put it
I
up
was
for a
like
vote,
50-50. Which one do I want to get rid of? Who do I want to piss off more? Alex will know I'm joking. Josh won't know I'm joking. I get rid of Alex. Josh.
doesn't matter.
Another thing that
And you wonder why he doesn't have my phone number.
Yeah. Would you
I
like
would
my
be the
phone
only
number?
one
It's better to be
that does
pissed
not.
off
I
than
would be
pissed
the only
on.
one that does not have an iPhone.
Oh, I don't have an iPhone either, but he doesn't have my number.
I heard it was 867-5309. Is that anywhere near right?
No, it was BR549.
49. Yeah.
You remember that one from Junior Samples
Yes.
in Hee Haw?
Yeah.
who doesn't have your number, Jeff?
Couple of people.
I'm pretty sure I don't have it.
You have my email because I've emailed you, but
Yeah.
I don't think it. I can't think of anything where I need to say, "Hey Jim, this just can't wait a second."
You do you have any idea how quickly you would be blocked? Wow.
It has done that to the world for sure, Jeff. It really has.
Wow. Holy crap.
Are your views
I'm just
jumping up?
I'm seeing spikes of activity on the video.
Yeah.
I
Good.
didn't realize.
I told you, see?
Christopher Lloyd.
And I did watch about the first 5 or 10 minutes. I particularly liked the fact you mentioned it was going to be a series. That was good. And
Yeah.
now I don't have to make a comment when I watch it. But that was good. That was nice.
Well, we'll see how long that series lasts. Here's what I'm going to predict.
Well,
I'm going to predict that the Linux fanboys are going to try to tear into me because those dumb bastards don't seem to understand. They don't get it. They want Linux to have all this, desktop market share. The problem is with the Linux community is the Linux community.
Right.
I understand that the guys are much more knowledgeable. Certainly more knowledgeable than I am. I get that. That's not the issue. They don't seem to be able to throttle it down. They don't seem to be able to do it in the terms that the general public can deal with. Their level is too high. They don't know how to gear it down.
You just took away my second comment, by the way. I was going to mention the fanboys, but don't have to make that one now either. Keep going. This is cool.
I've used Linux. I've been a Linux sysadmin in a limited sort of way. And we used it for very specialized applications where we had engineering software, for example, which ran on Linux.
Mm-hmm.
And we used it. But when I was working, we got the answers out of that. We brought it back over to Windows, put it into Word and Excel, and did our reports.
Ain't that a kicker?
So I got a question for BH.
You can say what you want about LibreOffice or OpenOffice or whatever now. It wasn't nearly as good 10 years ago. And people are just not going to use those in a commercial environment.
No, the business community has
Business
hitched its
community,
wagon.
engineering community, whatever. We bought Dell
Optiplex Computers. Company had a standard image. They had a, what I remember what kind of a license it was called in those days. It was a subscription license for Windows and Office. And they had a standard image for everybody, secretaries through engineers. And we all had Office. Most of us had Adobe Acrobat, anybody that had to do any significant document preparation.
Right.
And then the odd ones of us that ran other kinds of things, we had extra software installed on it, our engineering software that we use for various and sundry things. And I had a set of 6 rack-mounted Red Hat Linux workstations. We didn't even run them as a server. And I was an unofficial sysadmin. The IT department ran them, but I had sysadmin privileges so long as I didn't overstep my bounds. I was the one that had to compile and install the engineering software.
A long time ago at Kroger, at our old store, I remember them. It was an IBM, one of the old beige IBMs that the monitor sat on top of it.
Yep.
I think it had Windows 95, and I saw somebody in the office. It looked like they were cloning a drive, I guess. And guess what? This program was up they were using. I saw Norton Ghost on the screen.
Oh.
And
I
also,
used Ghost.
When we got
not at work, but I had Ghost at home years ago.
We got the new store.
Went to Fry's and every year and bought on special Norton Utilities, Norton Antivirus, and Norton Ghost. They sold it as a trifecta package. And then after Peter Norton himself was long gone, and it got sold to Symantec, all of the stuff went to hell in a handbasket, basically.
So I got 2 questions. One's for BH Ringer and one's for the group that watches old movies. Is that the original Star Trek background?
That was as close as I could get, yeah.
Yeah, that's the original bridge.
Okay. Can anyone name the movie that had Cary Grant, Jimmy Stewart, and Katharine Hepburn in it, where she was going to marry a guy that was trying to bamboozle her?
No, my knowledge of movies doesn't go that far back.
How to Marry a Millionaire?
That might have been. I'm not sure. It was playing Saturday. I recognized Cary Grant and Jimmy Stewart right away. I was stumped for a long time on Katharine Hepburn, and then my mom gave me one of her little hints about who it might be, and then it clicked in who it was. It was pretty good what little bit I watched. So the Bronx 9 said Jim could not add a comment after watching. Comments are enabled because I just checked. So I'm not sure why he couldn't make a comment.
Well, that's a good question. I don't know. I have no idea. Comments are absolutely open on that video. There's
I know.
no question.
I checked it.
Ken, according to Wikipedia, How to Marry a Millionaire, the movie from 1953, had Marilyn Monroe, Betty Grable, and Lauren Bacall.
Nope, that wouldn't have been it. Look up movies with Jimmy
starred
Stewart.
William Powell, Rory Calhoun, and a couple of others.
Yeah, look up movies with Cary Grant, Jimmy Stewart, and Katharine Hepburn. Those were the 3 stars I recognized. The Philadelphia Story. Not the Philadelphia Story I'm thinking of with Tom Hanks and Denzel Washington.
No, that's completely different.
Yes,
Cary
totally
Grant,
different.
who? Oh, Audrey Hepburn and
Cary Grant, Judy, and James Stewart, not Jimmy, James Stewart. It was, and then,
not Jimmy Stewart.
Not Jimmy Stewart. No.
All right, hold on. The Philadelphia Story is what pops up.
That could be it. That could be it.
Romantic comedy. Cary Grant, Katharine Hepburn, James Stewart, and Ruth Hussey.
That's probably it. So they took a good story like that and renamed it The Philadelphia Story with Tom Hanks and Denzel. That's interesting. Wintermute's got the link in chat for us. Thank you, Wintermute.
You still in streaming?
I'm still streaming. Let me see what time we're coming up on here. Yeah, we got
I'm
about
just in
4.5 minutes to go. I kind of like to keep it right at an hour nowadays, unless we get off on some tangent where your host starts doing DaVinci Resolve, and then it's an hour and a half. So,
Oh, by the way, you do know that both DaVinci Resolve and OBS are available on Linux.
no, I did not know that.
Yeah, they are.
I knew OBS.
Yeah.
So, Jim, I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but it'd take a pretty penny for me to learn Linux too.
And I've tried to use OBS on Linux, and I've noticed, especially with my capture card, when I plug it in, it doesn't work, and it's probably a programming error on my end, but it doesn't. My capture card doesn't seem to work real well in Linux, and it's supposed to be on Windows. You can just plug it in, and OBS will pick it up right away. No configuration required.
Maybe it's a user error.
Could be.
Possibility. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know. I might. Okay, if someone were to say to me, Linux or Fortnite, Linux will win out that battle, I would try to learn Linux.
Well,
Somebody's got YouTube running.
I
I
think
have to keep
I
a.
think it's Mike, but I can't be sure.
Yeah,
I
I
have
was
to
trying
keep
to
a
watch the.
I guess I'll always have to keep a Windows computer around because none of these remote jumps that I've been applying for yet have yet to say Linux computer required for work. They all say Windows 8, 10, or 11.
Okay, the Tom Hanks movie is just Philadelphia. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
reading Lawn Dog's comments in there. I disagree with Lawn Dog a little bit about the graphics. The biggest graphics issues in Linux are the drivers.
And amazingly enough, believe it or not, of the two major graphics card manufacturers, the one that you're guaranteed to have more success with are AMD cards.
Really, because NVIDIA started giving away a little source code a couple of years ago.
Yes, but they're still notorious for having issues, and it's, believe it or not, AMD has the better support on Linux.
The Linux thing, I'm going to try as soon as I finish getting my new build completely set up with all the stuff I want in Windows. I'm going to do the Windows subsystem for Linux. Dave's Garage showed how to add that in, and he says once you do that, you automatically go to where you're running both Windows and Linux under a hypervisor, and you're within 5% of the performance of running it on bare metal. So that's how I'm going to try Linux again. I'm not going to dual boot or any of that crap. If I wanted something dedicated, I would just have a separate machine, I think, at this point.
Jeff, I put the link in YouTube chat for the Microsoft documentation on WSL. You want to check the YouTube chat?
At the 11:49 mark my time, which would be what, 8:49
okay, well,
your
I mean,
time.
I've got all the links to WSL. In fact, I had WSL1 installed on my old machine. I have
Go
removed
ahead
it since. The
get
biggest issue I'm having now, I'm not up to date on any of this, is which distribution of Linux I want to use for WSL. There are several pre-builts, but you can use any one you want if you're willing to work from the tar file. So I've got to see how I'm going to do that.
Give some shout outs while it's scrolling by. To Josh Kinder was first in. BH Ringer,
Lawn
always
Dog,
good to see
the
you.
version of Linux I'm most accustomed to was Red Hat. And actually, Red Hat now allows you free use of its thing up to so many seats. So for one seat for me, I can use Red Hat. And
I got the Green Hat version. Got it covered.
So I'll probably use Red Hat or one of its clones. And by that, I don't mean Fedora. I mean I probably won't use Oracle Linux, although it is a Red Hat clone. There are like 3 or 4 others.
I'll be flaming all weekend.
You'll be flaming all weekend?
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Wintermute, Robert, Long Dog, Tony Wallow, the Bronc 9, anyone else I may have missed that I didn't get to. Thank you guys for joining in. I'll see you tomorrow on Doug's 12 o'clock show for sure.
Yeah. I was dual booting Red Hat Linux 9, not the new one, but the old one with Windows 3.11. A long time ago. So I've piddled with it off and on for quite a while. Forgotten most of what I know.